Hello and welcome back. This is Voltage and I'm going to give you a more in-depth tour, or I'm going to show you each of my individual ships. So let's start with the Freelancer here. This is a ship that has a max crew size of 2. That means there can be 2 people operating the ship, I guess. Let's go inside real quick because there is something I want to comment about that kind of confuses me, but don't forget that this is a pre-alpha. They even put a disclaimer that everything is subject to change. I mean, this could all be different by the time the game actually gets released. But anyways, what I wanted to say is that this is a max crew of 2, but you see there is 1, 2, 3, 4 seats there, and there is they're even labeled 1, 2, 3, and 4 bunks. So I'm kind of confused with that. I'm not really quite sure how the crew size is going to be put into the game, and nobody really knows the mechanics yet or anything. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe by crew size it means there can be 2 people, sitting in the seats and doing stuff while anybody else in the ship can just be standing there, hanging out, watching whatever, having a good time. So yeah, the immersion and everything is just amazing. I mean, you can, sit in the seat, get a good look at the details of everything. I mean, this is awesome. The colors are very vibrant, very bright, and you can see the resolution's a little bit low, but again, this is just a preview of what is to come. So all of this will probably be much more enhanced. And this is also this is through the CryEngine 3, which is the same engine used for Crysis 3 and those Crysis games. So if you've played those games, then you are aware of how good the graphics are in CryEngine and also how hardware demanding they are. There's definitely just this module is putting a pretty big load on my graphics card and CPU. So let's hop on out of here. Oh, no head. I'm headless right now. That's awesome. Yeah, so there's a little bit less interaction right now with the ship than there is with the Cutlass and some of the other ships, but it's still awesome. I mean, it's pretty nice and cozy. I mean, it's not too big. They got a sink here. Looks like some seats, and looks like possibly, well, there's hinges here, so perhaps this folds out, and there's a table there with seats that you can sit at, and same on this side. Maybe it folds out to a table that goes across where 4 people can sit down and have a meal or play cards or something. And yeah, like we saw here, there is 4 bunks, and on the bottom 2 looks like there's an interactive display. Maybe you can do something with that, I don't know. What else? Oh, well, yes, there is if I press the button to interact and use this, what happens is, well, I'll just show you. It opens up and we can walk or exit and enter through this staircase and door here. Then this is pretty much like, well, let's see, we can open this door. Okay, so yeah, I would say that this is like the main cargo bay here, but there's also a little bit extra room, and looks like something opens up here. I don't know, I'll hop outside the ship in a second and see if I can look up there and see what's up there, but it looks like this opens up and something probably, I'm guessing something retracts down, and you can maybe there's a gun seat up there or something. And there's another seat here with a bunch of modules. Maybe if you're getting attacked by somebody can come sit here and do something to put more power into the shields or more power into whatever, I don't know. But it's definitely going to be, I mean, don't forget, try not to think of it as a game. It's more of a simulation where it's supposed to represent things that would theoretically be real. So yeah, let's go have a look back here, because this retracts too. Oh, this is supposed to be a seat that can be manned, and it looks like you'd probably be able to climb up this sort of ladder, or maybe that retracts down. I don't know. I haven't found any button yet that allows you to do that. I don't think it's possible right now, but you can open this. What happened? Still a little buggy, of course. Let's walk back and see if I can re-trigger this use button. There we go. So very cool. It's just so detailed. I mean, they really put a lot of thought and design into how these ships operate. I mean, you can see there's a big like hydraulic piston thing here that, I mean, it just animates so awesome, and it puts this back door hatch, whatever you want to call it, down. And it's also big enough that you can, if you get the buggy, there is a little buggy that you can buy in the store, and you can drive the buggy right up in the back of your ship here and have a little vehicle if you wanted. So that's pretty cool, pretty neat. Oh, and I'll give you a little show of what this is. Now this is a holographic display. So what it does is it will show you all the ships you have. It's still, you know, obviously pre-alpha, pre-alpha. It's a little bugged. It only shows one of my ships and one of the weapon racks. It's a little rack where you can mount weapons and test fire them, and it does not show my other ship. Also, you'll notice that when the holo display is on, it dims the lights in the entire hangar. So that's pretty cool, pretty neat. So yeah, you press F to use. If you haven't figured that out, F is to interact with stuff, and when you're at the holographic display, you look at it and hit tab, and then I don't know, I'm not sure as of right now if the video is capturing my mouse, but it does show a mouse cursor, and then you can mouse over the ships. You can drag them in here. It looks like my resolution, I don't know, something's wrong with my resolution. Even though it's 1080p, it's just cutting off a lot. But yeah, you can put your ship there, you can look at the weapons and do all sorts of cool stuff with it. Cycle over to the weapon side. I don't know what this is. Oh, that's just a extra place where there is no weapon, but you can put one, I guess. So yeah, you can drag your stuff, whatever you want, weapons. You can go into ammo, power, thruster, your cargo. You drag it over here, and then say we want to test fire it, and we can bring our weapon rack over here, go over to weapons. Oh, maybe that's not compatible. I don't know. You're supposed to be able to put your weapon on here, and then you can go over to the weapon rack over there and fire it, but maybe this is just not a compatible weapon with what I'm trying to do. Oh, there we go. It's not my resolution, I'm just not looking at it right. But yeah, that is the Freelancer. Turn the lights back on. Now let's see if I can see what was above there before that we were looking at. I don't know. Looks like that right above those cannons there is where we were looking, but I don't know what's up there. Maybe it's something that has to be added on later, like a mounted turret or something. Let's see if we can bring it back up in this view. Let's go to this. Come on. Put our weapon back on there. I'm really not sure. There we go. So I guess it just has to be compatible. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then it's obviously not compatible. But can't really see. It doesn't let you really zoom in or zoom out. You can just like kind of click and drag it around. But it does look like what we were looking at before inside is right here. See, I still don't know if you can see my cursor, but it's in between these two weapons, this circle that you see. I think there's supposed to be something there. Maybe not a weapon, because it doesn't show up there. Mineral power. No, that's on the bottom, isn't it? Yeah, it's on the bottom. I don't know. Who knows? Nobody knows right now. But turn that off. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed checking out my Freelancer here, and if you guys are interested in purchasing a Freelancer, I will be doing another video on the ships that are offering the best value for the money. And I guess real quick, I'll tell you why I chose the Freelancer over the Constellation, which is a little bit bigger. Basically, after poring over the website and checking out all the ships that are currently available and comparing them, I was looking for which ship would really offer the most value for how much you are spending, because it's definitely not inexpensive. I mean, for a game, it can get really expensive. There are people that have literally dumped tens of thousands of dollars into this game already, and to me that's just, I don't understand that. I mean, I can understand donating money to support them, but I don't know, it's just something that I don't understand, because I just don't. Anyways, now this ship, I think this package is $120 or $125 maybe, I don't know. You'll see it in the other video, or you can go check out the website at robertspaceindustriescom and check out their pledge shop to see how much exactly. But I think this was $125 for the package, and it comes with a whole bunch of cool stuff. It's not just the ship. But this seemed to offer the most value for the money. You get a crew size of 2. It comes with weapons. It's got a jump engine. So the way I interpret the jump engine is that you can, jump from point A in the galaxy to point B, depending on how good your jump engine is, and you don't just have to use your regular rocket engine to get there. So it's meant to, go extremely fast, and perfect for this kind of vehicle, because like I said, what I want to do is kind of just explore. So this will let me defend myself, be able to hold some cargo, have a couple buddies in there, and yeah, I mean, compared to the Constellation, which has a max crew size of 4, but it's a $275 ship if you buy the package. If you don't buy the package, I think it's like, I don't know, don't quote me because I'm not looking at it on my other screen, but I think if you just buy the ship, it's like $225. I don't know, I think that if the Constellation package would have been like $50 cheaper, I probably would have just gave in and bought only that. But for the money you pay for this ship, I mean, you really do get quite a lot, and to spend an extra $150 just to get a crew size of 2 more people and a little bit better weapons and shields, it really, that in my opinion, that wasn't really worth it, because for that extra $150 I could buy 2 more ships or another good ship, and that's exactly what I did. I bought the Freelancer and I bought the Cutlass, which I will go into more detail in my next video. So with that, I will end this video and head on over to check out my Cutlass. Thanks. Because this stuff, we've not seen it yet on anybody's Cutlass, but it's basically structural, a different paint job cargo space. Your Cutlass, and it looks really dark gray, not quite black, but on the top of it has a skull and crossbone on it, because the Cutlass is supposed to be a pirate type ship.